huge turnoff if a guy would call off work for me. Like if a guy would call it.
So per usual, there's a lot of guys confused, but there's more guys sitting there hating in the comment section. They're making the comments of, look at these women, bro. 1 second they want us to take off time from work and be there for them and be emotional, but when we actually do that, they don't like it. Now look, this is a message that I used to say a lot, and I haven't said it in a while, but I'm going to start saying it again because obviously people have not got the message yet. You need to have purpose in your life. You need to have things going on bigger than your relationship. Bigger than your girlfriend. Now, I'm not talking about when you're married with a wife and kids, you know, things change then to some degree, but when you're a young guy sitting here dating girls and you're making them your number one priority, that's a big red flag. That's a huge issue.
If you guys want to know a little secret, the reason women comment on their unattractive friends' pictures with hard eyes, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're perfect, obsessed. The reason they comment things like that, even if it's not objectively true in your opinion, the reason they comment things like this is because women don't operate from objective truth like men do. A man would never comment on an ugly man's post that he's the most handsome person he's ever seen. Okay, he just wouldn't do that, unless it's like an inside joke between them. The reason women talk like that is because they don't operate from objective truth at all. They only operate from what it is they feel about that person or thing in that particular moment. The other thing is the way women use vocabulary is a lot more fluid and broad as opposed to specific and technical like men use vocabulary. And of course, how could I, as Nuance Now, end a video without, of course, at the end, bringing up how, when faced with this, there are quite a few sociological questions we could raise. But I will just leave it at that for now.
Run this by me again so I can understand why are we complaining about passport boys? The fuck they do? To my understanding, it's men who want to leave the country so that they can find more traditional women. As long as they're not going to other countries to exploit age of laws or whatever, the amount of bucks I give are in negatives. I'm surprised at how many of y'all genuinely care that people who never look nice at are trying to leave the country to find something good for them. You know, not practical, at least me, but it's a solution. And definitely a mindset, a whole cell. It's vile shit that women on all day. There are so many different groups of men to target on, but motherfuckers who are just gonna leave. That's crazy. Makes no sense to me.
Clean up after you. I'm not required to cook for you. I'm not required to do anything for you.
There are men, I don't care how good they look, what tricks they can do behind closed doors. Women like this are for recreational use only, because women who think like this are the most selfish creatures on this planet. She's going to expect the world, the moon, and the stars from you, but the moment you ask her to do anything that doesn't require her laying on her back or spreading her legs, she is going to tell you, I am not your mama and I am not your slave. And that is no woman you want to invest in any way. If you try to take these type of women serious in any way, you are setting yourself up for nothing but stress and heartache.
How to make her miss you after a breakup. Phase 1, communication. C's responding to all DMs, texts, and interactions between mutual friends that can run back and give updates. Phase 2, disappear. Distance yourself from being seen by her or any mutual friends who can report back and give status updates. Don't interact to any posts that can be seen by her or mutual friends. Phase 3, level up. Improve on your finances, fitness, and mental health. Don't hang out, don't go out, stay home and beat your meat. And focus on productivity. Focus on getting to the bag. Pay off all your debts. Max out your potential. Phase 4, reward yourself. Buy yourself some nice things. A nice car, a home, travel, take tons of photos. I know you're waiting on me to say go find out where she is and just drop by so she can see your progress. No. Men, once you focus on self-improvement,
you won't have to.
One of the woman's most talented abilities is to follow breadcrumbs. After completing phase 3, she will already be missing you. After completing phase 4, her and as many bonnets you can count on all 10 fingers and 10 toes will be at your every turn. See you on the next one.
That the ratio of attractive women to attractive men is off.
Take all the makeup off your face and post your face right after you get out the shower. That is how men have to walk around looking. I've made videos like this before, but I don't think y'all understand that most women, especially most attractive women, put on costumes before they leave the house. The hair in your head is not yours. If a man has bad skin, he just has to wear bad skin. He doesn't get to cover it up with a different color of foundation. Women contour their face to try and change the appearance of their bone structure. That is literally what makes you attractive or not. What your parents gave you, you camouflage that. Y'all change the color of your lips. Y'all wear waist shapers. Then slap 3 filters on after all of that and call yourself pretty. That's why you can go find so many beautiful women on the internet. There are just as many attractive men as there are attractive women. It's just that average women appear attractive.
A lot of world problems would be solved if men just
cease to exist.
Yeah.
Really? So who's gonna mine the coal since 96% of men work in that industry? And who's gonna drill for oil since 95% of men work in that industry? And who's gonna deliver things nationwide since 91% of men are commercial truck drivers? And who's gonna clean up your garbage since 95% of men work in that industry? And who's gonna construct the buildings since basically 82% of men work in that industry? 86% of police officers are men. 95% of firefighters are men. Listen, I could keep running down the list because the list runs deep. And by the way, those professions that I picked aren't random. Those are the same professions you have to thank for why your streets are clean, for why you're safe, for why you have electricity in your house and gas in your car.
I don't want to date a man with kids. I mean, I'll try. If I like his vibe and, I have to look past it, I will. But I just don't because I want too much attention. And if you got to split that between me and the kid.
What you say? You got a kid, right?
Yeah, I do.
Whoa! Wait, time out. I did not know that.
So you have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So that means your attention is split as well, right?
It is.
So how's that fit in him if he don't have a kid? So he got to deal with your split attention.
One of my coworkers saw my page and told me that I needed to grow up. But Victoria, you have 2 kids by 2 different men and you single. Why would I take advice from you? You don't even make good decisions.
What happened to men being the pursuers? Y'all don't chase anymore.
Huh. I wonder what it could be.
I just left the gas station and nobody fucking offered to pay for my gas.
And they're the reason why it's mustard yellow piss in the dating pool. And it's
so girl, you got a whole 2-year-old baby. Somebody can look at you like that's crazy.
Yeah, but no, not really, Kendra.
Yes, really. That means you're paying for everything. You're paying for everything, and you're gonna do it with a smile on your face, feeling like you can't even afford to breathe my air at this point.
Women are just smarter, so they should be the ones making the decision.
Flattered or annoyed when a man approaches you?
Annoyed. Annoyed.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. Listen.
10s across the board. Oh, period.
Has an Android phone. What's his new rating?
It's a 0. Our pictures for Instagram are gonna be terrible.
Ladies, can you name 3 countries besides the USA then name 3 zodiac signs?
That's pretty funny. Real quick, 3 countries.
Africa, China.
That's a country. Bomba clot. Oh my god,
bro. This question.
29.
I didn't pay attention to history. Anyway, next.
This is geography.
We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, study you a bit.
Babe? I'm not your babe. No idea.
4 signs of a low-value woman. The 4 signs of a low-value woman. First one, she operates a lot in shame. What is shame? Shame, noun, a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by consciousness wrong or foolish behavior. A low-value woman uses these 4 things to control, manipulate, dominate, get her way, check people, whatever you want to start off. And her first thing is shame. Take a case in point. Let's say some of the things when women come to my channel. Here's a shaming tactic. They use shaming tactics. Your mama black. You hate women. Shaming tactics. Shame, shame, shame. Shame is one of the 4 major arrows of a low value woman. It's part of a low value woman's pathology. You cross the board. I don't care what you have on paper. When women operate in these areas, they diminish their value to low. Because if you really have a good argument, you should not have to shame somebody. Shaming is just a way to get control of the conversation.
But what if I have degrees?
Thank you. See? I want you guys to understand. She just asked me, and I told her, what is a woman has her SMV. Now, these women actually think because they can make themselves higher SMV because of a degree. That does not work. Men have never picked women based upon your degree. That is why you could be on fries at McDonald's, but if you look like Kelly Rowland, you can marry a millionaire. But you could graduate from Harvard, but if you look like Precious, you ain't got nothing coming. Why do you think a degree should matter to your sexual marketplace value?
I think it should add just because, I mean, if you're going based off just appearances, then
I'm going based upon who men are. When have men ever said, look at that average looking woman, but goddamn, I bet you she got a degree. Ooh.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
Try what I'm doing. Grab that shit internally and don't push it in. Shove it out. And then tell the universe, I don't want this as part of me. Take her. Take her. Because she is sitting on that in you. And that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, take her or take it. But these things don't belong in me. You have to go into disagreement with that. It's your agreement that's keeping it there.
Say this to a girl if she ever tells you, I'll let you know. Never mind. And she's gonna ask you why. Then say this, I like certainty, not possibility. If you wanna do something, I'm free Thursday, Friday. If that doesn't work for you, then let's not force it. Click the play.
Why is it that women are so triggered by the mere suggestion that there might be something that they could be doing that would improve their relationship? The answer is really super simple. Conditioning. Boys are bombarded from day one with what is expected of them. Society tells them that they need to be a good provider, that they have to be a gentleman. But where is all the information for the girls? Girls are not being raised with an understanding of what the expectations are, how to show a man respect, how to be a good partner, how to communicate effectively with a man, which is completely different than communicating with women. So while we're beating it into the boys from day one, the girls are just only being told that however much attention they can get, primarily from their looks, should get them everything that they want, and they shouldn't have to give anything in return. All I'm saying is that if you claim that there are no good men out there, even though you have everything going for you, are the image of perfection, not a flaw to be had, and yet there are no good men, potentially, the problem could be you.
Godfather
That's
had
not
to
what we
let her
value,
know.
ma'am. We want a beautiful woman on our arm.
Yeah,
And,
that's the problem.
well, no, you're the problem.
I'm the
Because,
problem.
yes, you're the problem because I'm telling you what men want. You've experienced what men want and you've got a problem with it. That's your problem. We're not going to change. You're either going to get on board with it or you will die alone.
So what should I be looking for then?
Well, honestly, first you need to get down and understand that you have no leverage. You have no leverage in this matter. It's the men. We control access to relationships. You control access to sex. You need to understand what a man that you would want, what he would want in a girlfriend, wife, or significant other.
Path you get cheated on in the middle of a vacation.
I just don't get why y'all don't take my advice. You see this brother right here, man? Guess what he did? He checked the phone. So instead of him wasting his time, if he didn't check that phone, he'd have wasted some years. This brother saved himself and handled the situation in a very calm manner. I tell y'all boys to check your girl phone and y'all still don't do it. And then y'all hit me up months later like, oh bro, I finally checked it and she was cheating on me the whole time. I told you to check it some months ago, bro. So what I'm gonna tell you, this is my last time telling you. Check that phone.
So I agree with you. How do we get men to allow us into that space with them? Because a lot of men are so prideful, and I get it. You know, we all have trust issues. We're fucked up individuals, especially at this age. But how do you say, like, look, I'm here for you and I got you. Like, I want to ride this with you. And they open that door, because a lot of men will not open that door. They're like, yeah, no.
Your words mean nothing.
Just show it.
Yeah, your words mean nothing. You have to do. So let me tell you, so with my wife, let me tell you what got me. So I've always been ambitious. I'm a high earner, high octane, high dude, but I'm a perfectionist. So I like to do it all myself.
Right.
She didn't when I was working at Starbucks, the coffee shop, when we first met. What she did, because I thought I was gonna be this dope speaker, this writer. I thought I was gonna be the stuff. So what did she do? She cooked me dinner and brought it to work and ate it with me. So when I was writing on stuff, I would bounce my ideas off of her. She became my assistant. Matter of fact, to be honest, when I was working jobs, I never put application in. She did that for me.
You know, like, cause women do, they always gonna have somebody, bro, like that's just boosting up their head. But a woman ain't gonna give out her phone number to the nigga, not when she married. See, a woman give out the Snapchat. Let me tell you what these women do, bro. The woman will give away the Snapchat because the Snapchat messages delete. The Snapchat messages always delete. So, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, all the woman gotta do is remove, and this how you know she cheating on you. This how you know you a catcher. If you really want to catch your woman cheating, what she'll do is she'll remove the friends from her Snapchat friends list. That's all she'll do is remove the friends. So you know how people would say 1 week ago, or 1 day ago, 2 days ago? Her shit would say 1 week ago, 6 weeks ago, 38 weeks ago, 52 weeks ago. Man, your girl always on Snapchat. Your girl always on Snapchat. Why is it seeming like last time she had a conversation with somebody was 1 week or 2 weeks ago? Cause she removing friends. She ain't blocking them. She removing them.
What's your pronouns?
I'm gender fluid.
Hey, wait, can I talk to y'all?
Hey, who are you? How old is that grown-ass man on that phone, lady?
A grown-ass man, yo.
What's his pronouns?
Chico.
Your boyfriend.
Girlfriend.
Put that grown-ass man back on the phone.
That's not a grown-ass man, first off, and second, they're doing something.
He's doing what?
He's doing something, he's going to...
Wait, you just called him he? You just called him he.
Yo! You just broke character. You broke character.
The ratio of attractive women to attractive men is off.
Makeup is $1 trillion industry because all around the world, a lot of women wake up and they desire to look like other women, and then they turn that into fake confidence to the point where they think they better than other people. But I blame the lame ass men out here who are always telling y'all bad and beautiful. The women keep it real. They'll tell you your makeup looks good. They honest and they real slick. It's a big difference. It's about 8 billion people in the world, and I would like it if these men and women who generalize each other did the study on at least 1 billion, but they'll never have enough time in the world. And even if they did, it wouldn't be accurate because, like I said, it's about 8 billion.
The stuff we be talking about is fucking pointless, man, and it don't mean nothing. These dudes can tell you that your looks mean all that shit, but then they ain't being faithful because it don't mean shit.
Made fun of for wanting to save myself for marriage. It was like a joke. Also, I also don't think that ladies.
Question for you: who made fun of you more, women or men?
Women.
What?
Yeah. Like my mom's friends.
Yeah. Wow. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Most women give each other terrible advice when it comes to attracting men. You go, girl. Have your fun. Blah blah blah. That shit makes you less attractive. Like, here's the thing: girls will tell each other, "Go out there, travel, live your life. It's live your best life, whatever." Anytime I see a girl living her best life on a private jet, in a Lamborghini, at a fancy restaurant, whatever, you know what I be thinking? Yo, she belongs to the street. Because I know she ain't paid for that. Yeah.
I end up having sex with this girl on like the office chair in his study. I later find out the very next day that she was engaged and was getting married the very next. She had been out with her girlfriend on a girls' night out, getting drunk, having a laugh. Mr. Sterling swoops in. If I had stuck around, I would have effectively sabotaged that marriage. But because I ended up texting her, I'm like, look, I'm moving on to like the next city, I'm going to Vegas or whatever. She chalked it up to like a one-night stand situation, and she ended up marrying the guy. Now, think about that for a second. All it took was me walking up to her at a traffic light and smooth talking her a bit for her to cheat on the man that she is going to spend the rest of her life with and take vows of commitment towards.
Zeus! Is this how you face me, coward?
You was hungry, so I'm supposed to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I be on that type of timing. I don't play that disrespectful shit. Cause why in the fuck we being disrespectful? Why in the fuck we being disrespectful? But I can tell whenever a woman when they got one of them, they not used to motherfuckers leaving them. They not used to dudes getting up and walking away. But like, oh nah, we nipping that shit in the butt right then and there. I'm not even gonna put up with this shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't do that disrespectful shit because I know how to communicate to people. You get what I'm saying? I don't be yelling at people. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk at people. I talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I remain calm and relaxed. So I expect that in return. So if I'm not getting that bounce, I'm out. I will walk the fuck away. Done it before and I do that shit again. I ain't finna be in no relationship to where shit just weighing down heavily on me. Hell no. I will walk my ass away. Good riddance, motherfucker.
Just asking, why don't you like the guy? They don't know what to say. They just know they've been told not to like him.
All right, everybody. I'm going to be embarrassing myself so much by speaking out about this, but it needs to be said. So I hated Andrew Tate in the beginning. I was on the wrong side of TikTok, and I watched a lot of videos about how people are saying that he's a terrible human being, he's misogynistic, and that you are to not like him. So I, of course, believed the media, and I didn't like him because they were telling me to not like him. And I called him misogynistic when, in fact, I didn't even know the true definition of misogyny. Most of the people who are calling him misogynistic don't know the definition. So y'all are embarrassing yourselves when you call him misogynistic when you don't even know what it is. And I am the person to admit that I am embarrassed.
The biggest lie you've been told about nofap is that there is a nofap benefits timeline. You've been told that you'll gain very specific advantages and benefits after 10 days, 30 days, 90 days, and so on. You'll become more attractive. Your testosterone will increase. You'll be effortlessly focused and motivated. You'll gain X-ray vision and magical superpowers. Yes, of course, there are benefits to doing nofap. But here's why the idea of the benefits timeline is a harmful lie. It makes you expect a form of quick gratification. Gives you the idea that things will suddenly improve if you only reach the milestone. The real benefits of quitting and doing nofap are long game benefits. It won't transform your life suddenly and dramatically, but it makes a huge difference if you're someone who's been jerking it to pixels on a screen every day for the last 10 years or not. People always overestimate short-term benefits, but we massively underestimate long-term benefits. Don't be one of those guys who expects superpowers and then gives up after 90 days because it didn't solve all of your problems.